So hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Well, my name is AADITYA PRATAP SINGH and I'm back with another very informative video. It's going to be very helpful for a lot of students. So make sure that you watch it till the end. So यार वीडियो लंबी होने वाली है, so make sure that you check the timestamps below. And without wasting any time, let's dive straight into the topic of this video. So in the previous video, I had showed on how you can access your IPMAT 2021 IimIndore result. In the similar way, first you have to go on to the official website of IimIndore and then get to this page which reads provisional shortlist for PI for IPM 21 to 26 batch, right? Then you have to scroll down and then wherein you have to enter your credentials and then click on I am not a robot and then click on get status. Now once you click on get status, this page will appear. So it says congratulations, you have been provisionally shortlisted for stage 4, that is PI. To complete this process you need to enter your the following details, right? So this will include your personal details, your academic qualification, your scholastic achievements and career plans. Now this part is where you need to write in the answers to the two specific questions which are asked on these two topics, which I will be discussing further. I'll be giving you a proper format on how you can write these answers in the way which I had written last year. Moving on, you also need to upload your photograph, signature and the required documents. Next, upload your category and caste certificate if you are a category student. So now it is clearly written that you need to complete and submit this form latest by Wednesday, July 28th. That is tomorrow. So technically you have 2 days left. So I would suggest that you wisely use your time and properly write in the answers to those two questions, because these are very important, because this is something like your resume which the interviewer will first see, and once reading it he should get almost a clear idea of what kind of a person you are, right? So it is important that you write it in well. Also, it is also written that if you are unable to submit it on time on 20th July before 11:59 p.m, your candidature will stand cancelled. That is, you won't be allowed to further participate in the personal interview round. Okay, and it's also written that these rounds will be conducted online. So that means it'll be online in the sense it'll be on any video conferencing platform such as Google Meets or Zoom meetings, which will be informed you later on. So in order to write all this, you need to click on the link which goes by the name candidate profile form. So once you click on the link, it will redirect you to this dashboard of IimIndore. So this is visible to the students who have made it to the second round. Okay, so here the first thing you do is that click on the personal details tab. When you click on this, you need to enter your application number, your name, gender, category, mobile number. And then you also need to enter some information regarding your health, like regarding your eyesight and your height, etc. Next, write in your house address and also giving the details of your parents, that is of your dad and your mom. And you also need to upload a proper photo and a signature, right? And click on submit. So by this, your personal details will be completed. Next, moving on to the academic details. So when you click on this tab, it would ask you to enter your marks of various subjects which you have scored in your 10th and 12th grades, and so that will complete your academic details. If until now you have liked the information being provided to you, make sure that you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel to receive more such quality and updates on time, right? And now let's get back to the video. Right. Next, the third thing is the most important, which is you need to answer the two questions which have been asked to you. And so once you click on the final submission tab, this page will open up and you have two questions written and you need to enter your answer in the boxes provided you below. So here the word limit is not given, but I would suggest that you keep your word limit to 250 words, max 300, and don't exceed it, because no one is going to read that long thing, right? So keep it short and to the point, just don't beat around the bush. And regarding the answers, we will be discussing it further on, right? Another suggestion which I would like to give you is that instead of directly starting to write here itself into the boxes, what you do first is write it on Google Docs or Microsoft Word, wherein you can edit your content, right? So first write it there, or else you can write it on paper and then finalize it and then type it on the Word document and then just copy paste it here, right? And then after filling both the boxes, you need to hit the checklist button, make sure that's green, and then click on submit. By this, your candidate profile form will be submitted. So I'll be discussing the format in which you can write the answers to your two questions. So this format is something which I had followed when I had filled the candidate profile form. Okay. So last year, for those who don't know, I myself have cleared the IPMAT 2020 examination, and I got into IPM Indore, but then I left it because I had to pursue engineering. Well, that's a different topic. I would make a separate video on that as well. But the candidate profile form was the same thing. Okay? We didn't have personal interview, we had VBA, but the profile form was the same thing, and we had the same set of two questions. So the very first thing what I would suggest is that take your time, sit in a place, write down everything. Okay? Take a sheet of paper, write down everything. You can see my rough work also. I had like filled up pages together. I just whatever was there in my head, I just brought it down, and एक बार रफ लिखा, फिर मैंने फिर से थोड़ा बहुत मॉडिफाई करके लिखा, देन उसको फाइनल मॉडिफाई करके फिर से लिखा, ठीक है, एंड देन आई चेंज इट. तो यू कैन ऑल्सो डू द सेम थिंग कि फॉलो दिस 3-step वाला प्रोसेस. इफ दैट विल बी एनी पॉइंट्स, एनी रैंडम डम पॉइंट्स, बट देन मेक श्योर दैट इट इज ऑन front of your eyes. Okay, see it, you can visualize it. It will become very easy for you कि मुझे क्या करना है, what should be your answer type, and the way you have to have this answer written. And so this form, so while I was filling the form, I had contacted to a lot of elderly people, like my relatives and family friends, जो कि industry में they're working in the IT industry in a technical role or in a managerial role. Okay, and also to someone who has done their MBA, right? So I kind of got it checked by those people as well. It is not that whatever I say you just copy it down, ठीक है? ऐसा मत करना, वरना सबका सेम ही हो जाएगा. Don't copy it down. So let's start with the first question. You can see it on your screen. So the first question is says that you have to list the scholastic awards or scholarships which you had got during your secondary and senior secondary education, right? So this can be curricular, that is your academics, or else co-curricular and extracurricular activities, right? So this can be those which you have achieved at a national level, at a district level, or at a state level, right? So in the very first questions, what I had done is that I divided it into 4 parts, right? The first part had the heading known as All India Competitive Examinations. So here I wrote in all the competitive examinations which I have given. I have cleared so-and-so examination with so-and-so rank. It can be even your board examinations, right? So you can write them also. So then the second part by the heading national level. So here I wrote all the activities, co-curricular activities which I was a part at national level. Next was district level. Similarly, what activities I took part at district level, and fourth being the school level. Okay, so what activities I took part when I was in my school, right? Okay, so starting off with the very first thing, that is your All India Competitive student. So I had got my marks. So I wrote I cleared JEE Mains 2020, and if in case you have a good percentile and a good rank, do mention that as well. Okay, I also did the same. And then तब तक JEE Advanced result नहीं आया था. So I wrote कि I was eligible to write JEE Advanced 2020. You guys can also write the same. Then I wrote I cleared the International English Olympiad 2016 and other Olympiads as well. Okay. So if you have these, if you have done these and you have a merit certificate, just make sure that you have a merit certificate for all the examinations you have done, because that is very important. If without that, your achievements will be 0. So you can write I cleared so and so examination, your rank, and then conducted by this organization. Suppose the SOF, so I wrote conducted by Science Olympiad Foundation association with British Council. Okay, you can write the same way. So this completes your first part. So now comes the second part, which is national level. So in this I wrote that I represented my school at, and then I made it point wise, first saying that All India Science Exhibition 2018 conducted by Baba Atomic Research Center, BARC, Mumbai, Government of India, right? Then the second thing would go All India Debate Competition 2017 conducted by BARC, Mumbai. Okay. So then I had also done an All India Cultural Meet Dance Competition 2016 conducted by so and so at this place. And the fourth point was I was a finalist at the Hindu Young World Painting Competition 2016. Okay. So what level let it be? Let it be painting, dance, drama, जो भी co-curricular activities at national level you have taken part. So you can just mention it there. Just make sure that you have valid certificates for it, and then write it down. Okay. So the next part was district level. So district level matlab the activities or the events which are held like inter-school बोल सकते हो in your district itself. ठीक है. तो इसके अंदर what I wrote that I was a finalist at so and so school competition in general knowledge 2016. It was conducted by so and so institute. Okay, and organized by this organization. Then the second achievement was I stood first among 1500 participants on the sport drawing competition, which was conducted by Let's Do It organization. Okay, so it can be very basic. It can be your general knowledge, your dance, your drawing as well. Okay, just your poetry भी हो सकता है. ठीक है, तो just don't feel shy कि this won't matter. Everything will matter because this is like a very important form. ठीक है, the candidate profile form is a very important form. ठीक है, make sure that you fill it properly because this is something which is gonna be there with the interviewer. So before you go for the personal interview, the interviewer will go through this, and by going through these two answers, there should be a perfect, proper, good image of yourself being created in the interviewer's mind. कि तुम सारी चीजें लिखो अपने बारे में. You mention your academics, you mention your co-curricular activities. Co-curricular can be dance, drama, music, painting, drawing, poetry भी हो सकता है, anything. ठीक है, any sports also. So you need to mention everything. So what I would suggest is that time लो, बैठो एक जगह and just recall what all things you have done in your school days. Okay, and just write it down. Okay, so the fourth part is the school level. So school level mein you can include the events which took place in school level, or else you can include the responsibilities which you handled when you were at school. Okay, so what I said is that I was a school captain for the year 2019-20. Then I was a school vice captain for the year 2018-19. Then I was the school parade commander for year 2018-20. I was a school band leader for 16-18, and I was the host in various school functions such as the annual fest, annual day function, the farewell, the teachers day, etc. And I've also won various prizes in sports events which were conducted on the sports day held at our college. Okay, our school. Okay, so all these things, whatever you have done in your school life, just mention it here. ठीक है, इनके लिए कुछ सर्टिफिकेट की जरूरत नहीं है. ठीक है, because these are some like facts जो कि whatever you have done, you can mention them. ठीक है. So the first question, which will basically create a personality, like what kind of personality you have till now, what are the things you have been part of, what are the achievements you have got. Okay, so it will show you that what kind of a personality this boy or this girl has, and and how she has had this time management. Uske academic ke saath she has done so and so activities and she has won them, and she had this quite managerial skills, she had communication skills, she had interaction skills. So which are all needed for IPM. So they're just you just have to like boast about yourself. Abhi not to boast so much कि it looks fake. ठीक है, उतना भी नहीं बोलना. So you have to be just normal, just proper facts with proper certificates. Okay, so now coming to the second question, right? So in the second question, it says that why do you wish to go for a management education through the 5-year IPM course at IIM Indore, and what are your career plans? Why IPM, right? So I'll be telling you what I had written. Okay, don't copy the same thing. Just get an idea that this can be also a way to present your answer. Okay, now other IPM students who are there, they might have written it in in a different manner, I wrote in this manner. So it is you to decide कि ऐसा भी flow हो सकता है answer का. So write it in the same manner. So if you see my form, I have written it point wise. ठीक है, don't write in a paragraph wise, it become quite clumsy and पढ़ने में भी उतना मजा नहीं आएगा. So better keep it point wise. ठीक है, so I had also written it point wise. My both the answers are point wise, as you can see. So I started my answer like this, that having been inclined towards being a leader since my lower classes and enjoying the management of various school activities and projects, I chose to pursue my career in management field, and no doubt IPM is the best for it. Okay, what I mentioned is that since my lower classes, I was inclined to being a leader, and I enjoyed the management of like various school activities and projects during my like school life, and that is why, having a small experience from that is why I wish to choose my career in the management field. And for this thing, IPM course by IIM Indore is the best. Okay, so that can be your first point. Okay, so now the second point would be quite more personal to you. Okay, so you write this according to you. I have written this according to me. So I have always been an all-rounder. I have had a good academic qualification in my secondary and senior secondary education. Okay, don't go into details. You just tell कि ऊपर से बोल दो कि I have a good academic qualification in secondary and senior secondary education. Okay, next. And also I have participated in various national and state level, district level competitions, and I have won them. Okay, so this was the same thing which you had written above. उसी को same thing without going into details, you just mentioned ऊपर से कि I have won in district level, state level, and I have won them. ठीक है, तो ये हो गया. ठीक है, and I just added a point that I do think that I have the required managerial skills, because I mentioned that मेरे पास एक good academic भी है, उसके साथ साथ I participated in extracurricular activities, so I balanced both my sides, like of academic and non-academic. So this shows that I have a good managerial skill. That managerial can be time management in case here, right? So that will highlight my wala part. Okay, so वो हो गया. So in the third point, what I mentioned is that during my schooling, I had been chosen for various roles. As I same thing I had mentioned above as well. उसी को मैं just short में लिखा, and I really did enjoy fulfilling those responsibilities which were assigned to me. Fine. Okay, so my fourth point says that I made a point that I have strong communication and interaction skills which allowed me to be the host of various school events such as the annual fest and other functions. Okay, so what I said that I have good communication skill, उसके लिए मैंने एक example दे दिया. ठीक है कि मैंने I was like chosen for these events at my as a host for these events at my school. ठीक है, and I wrote the point ki, and these skills are an added advantage for this program, right? So now the fifth point would say that I have also organized small events and activities such as the New Year parties or festivals or etc. in my locality or my society. Okay, so here I have worked with people of different age groups. Okay, and I also took the sole ownership of that particular event. Okay, so this will show that you have a good teamwork. Okay, you were involved in teamwork. You have worked with people of different age groups. So and you didn't have any fights with them. Okay, you considered everyone's opinion. So it kind of shows what kind of a leader you are and a team builder you are. So then I wrote that this experience of mine has further improved my leadership and managerial skills. Right, now the sixth point would be, now I wrote कि I have so and so qualities. ठीक है, तो पहले मैं अपने qualities के बारे में बोल दिया. Now second, I would say कि why IPM. ठीक है, I have these skills. Now for these skills, why IPM? So my answer goes कि the IPM program by IIM Indore is the best institutional setup in India with the best faculty members, and it is unmatched by any other academic degree. Okay, so I am being the top B schools in India and also being recognized globally. I would definitely be benefited from the perspective of personal branding. ठीक है, so this was my line. इसको directly copy मत करना, मैं बोल रहा हूँ. Some people might copy, तुम भी copy करोगे तो same हो जाएगा, then there might be a problem. So don't. Okay, So I kind of boasted about IPM. I have such and such skills, and IPM is this course which is offered by IIM Indore, which has a global recognition. तो मुझे एक personal branding का फायदा भी मिलेगा of the institute, ठीक है? And then I wrote कि it is a known fact that the creamiest layer of students get a chance to pursue their education in IIMs and IITs. So considering this, I would have an intelligent peer group which would help me to develop a mindset free from the conventional ones, right? So see, your topic is why IPM. So you kind of mentioned the benefits that you're gonna get after joining the institute. Okay, so I talked about personal branding, then I talked about the creamiest layer of students who get in. So I'll have a good peer group. Okay, so these are the benefits which I'll get. So my next point was, according to my research, there are many social events which are happening on campus, which would definitely help me polish my skills and would enable me to build a network with the like-minded students coming from different states and cultural backgrounds. And also it would open up a wide range of opportunities to develop contacts with alumni and also with the people working in various top companies of the world, right? Okay, so what I said ki, according to my research, social events hote hain college mein, you have such fests and other events which are happening. So from these fests, I have some skills. So me participating in so and so events will help me polish that skill. Okay, and I will interact with students from different states and different cultural backgrounds. Okay, so एक holistic development होगा मेरा. The point I'm trying to bring is, and the last point what I mentioned is that it would as events होते रहते हैं, so it will give me an opportunity to like build a good network with the brightest minds and people working in top MNCs of the world. Okay, so that can be a point. Okay, and the last point, which is the answer to what are your career plans, right? So uske liye I wrote, I think this answer might be different from individual to individual. This is my point of view, okay? So what I wrote is ki, talking about the career plans, as of now, I would like to get admitted into your prestigious institute and start learning the curriculum and understanding all the concepts related to it. So this would help me enhance my knowledge and enable me in taking the right decision for my career. Okay, so I left it, I didn't kind of make it very pinpoint ki what is my career plans. Obviously 12th ke baad it is not very much decided ki what you would be doing further with your career. So I just wrote ki for now I would like to get into institute and have seen your curriculum, the IPM curriculum website pe hai, go through the website अच्छे से, ठीक है? Go to the IPM section, उधर just read everything about IPM, what is the course about, कैसा है. So from there also you can include some points into your answer, ठीक है? So thinking I'll get into institute, I'll read the curriculum, and the curriculum is like superb. उसके अंदर we are covering a lot of fields. So I will study them, I'll try to master them, and accordingly जिसमें मैं अच्छा कर रहा हूँ, that I will pursue in my career. ठीक है? After that only I can make a right decision for my career, and I left it open-ended. ठीक है? So this was the complete answer to the second question. So this is it. By this I have completed both the answers of the two questions. Now it is your duty to not copy the same thing and sit down and you got a flow कि ऐसे भी आंसर लिख सकते हैं, and this was selected. I cleared the IPMAT. ठीक है? तो I kind of, and I had also had it checked by a lot of elderly people, so you can follow the same thing but not exactly the same thing. ठीक है? Just you got a flow कि ऐसे भी आंसर लिख सकते हैं. ठीक है? तो I would suggest you write it on your own, like DM me on Instagram, wherein most probably I do reply. A lot of students have already reached me out and I have helped them out with their form as well. So in case you want your form to be checked once again, you can just DM me on Instagram.